So we are going to do an experiment today. I got this mold in. It is a fondant. It's a fondant mold. It has some farm animals on it. I just thought they get you with the pictures. And half of them are probably AI, but anyway. So it's a really cute mold. And I'm going to try and make little, I don't know what they're called, but little orb animals out of my orbs. So we're going to see how well this works out. So I guess, I don't know if, make a pig, that one. So anyway, so that's what we're going to try to do. So I'm going to clean these up. I'm going to mix up my deep mold epoxy because I want to pour this all in one. I don't want it to have lines. So I'm going to pour this all in one. And I will probably add something to it to help displace, so I don't have to use quite as much. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I can find something that I like to put in it. But either way, we'll probably make the cow and maybe the pig. I'll make the sheep later. But yeah. So let me get these cleaned up because they've been stored and it looks like there's some dog hair on it. So let me get these cleaned up and get the deep mold epoxy mixed. And I'll be right back. Okay, I really don't know how well this is going to work because when I got my deep mold epoxy out, let me try that again. When I got my deep pour mold epoxy, anyway, you know what I'm talking about. When I got it out, I realized it's old. You can see it's kind of yellowed, and it's been under. It's not seen the light of day, literally. It's been in boxes, and so it has not been bleached by the sun. But it had some, I've been picking sediment out of it too, so this may not even cure it at all, but we're going to see. We're going to try it. No epoxy goes wasted if possible. So, let's go with we're going to try the little pig first. I'm just going to guess. We're just going to guess. We're going to go with that. If that's too much, then I was going to go brown with the cow. I was going to originally try to do something clear, but I am not doing that in clear. So even if it does solidify, it's not going to look right. So we're going to keep the colors. And then I'll get some, if this works out, I will get some really good, some better, newer, fresher epoxy. And we'll try it again. We'll see how well it works, but we'll see how well this works first. I am really discombobulated all of a sudden. Okay, so what I'm using is pearlescent pigments, not pigs. So this is the bright pink. I was hoping for a little bit paler pink, but we will see. I have a love-hate relationship with deep mold epoxy, just deep pour epoxy, because I love that you have all the time you ever need to work with it, but I don't like having to wait for it. It goes against every grain of my crafting body to wait. I don't know if you can see, it's got just a hint of orange to it. I might have to add a little bit of purple just to break that up. I don't want an orange pig. So just a drop. Hopefully that's not too much. Okay. Trying to stay in frame now, guys. Really am trying. Okay. Alright. So now, if you've ever done one of these orbs, I've done it once before. Oops. And it was when I was first starting to play with epoxy, and I did a flash cure in it. I don't know if you can see the pour off. So now that I know what I know, we're using a deep pour. So there's that part. And these, there we go. Oh, I lost some tape. So I don't want this to leak all over the place. Let's try it this way. So nothing really sticks to silicone. I have found one glue that sticks to silicone, and it is basically a super glue, and it was a pain to work with. But if you wrap the tape around it, the tape will stick to itself. Well, hopefully, here we go. I'm going to do this just so I don't have a huge mess on my hands if it starts leaking. Let's see. So I've got, actually, let's make this up further. Alright, so now this is time consuming, so let me finish this and then we'll bring you back to work on the cow. Okay, so the pig is poured. I've got the little pig head there, and here is hopefully the body. Now I did have some leakage, so I ended up having to just re-tape it all together. And hopefully that works. So we will see. So now I've got the cow started. I hope I have enough, because I do not have any more epoxy to put this epoxy, so it'll have to partially cure before I add to it. I've never mixed different brands of epoxies, so I guess that could be an experiment, but it's not one for today. So I've just put several drops. Let me get this out of the way here. So I put several drops of pigment. It's just generic pigment. I'm not even sure if it has a name brand. I guess pigment. Unless that is the name, and I can't see that. So anyway, put several drops of that. So it's not going to be dark. It's going to be somewhat clear or translucent. Yeah, so it's, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, so it's almost about the color of iced tea. So we are iced tea cow. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'll do like I did with the pig. I will get him started, and then we will come back because this was a cluster. So let me get him all wrapped, and if it's
okay,
if it's feasible,
we are back. It's been a couple days, so let's demold. You can see this one's spilled, but it doesn't look like it's got much of a loss to it. So let's go with these first. These are the easiest to demold, so let's take care of these first. So here's a little cow. Can you see the face there? Yeah. Right. And here is the little pig. So cute. All right. I hope these turn out the way I'm envisioning them. So now here I made some beads. These are going to be for the legs or the feet. So just simple round beads. I made 4 black ones for the cow. They're just beads, and these are just extras. I don't even think they're full. We'll fill those some other time. And then made some little pink ones for the little pig. Little pink beads. Again, I think there's still one that needs to be finished in there. Now, for these orbs. So, the big reveal here. Let's hopefully we have successful orbs. And they don't have to be perfect, because they're going to be animal bodies, but I don't want them to look, I just hope they're not all bubbled, and, well, they shouldn't be flash cured because they were a deep pour mold, or deep pour epoxy, but I think I need a new mold. That's probably exactly where it leaked out. Can you see that? Anyway, but we will just see momentarily. Okay. All right. That's where it leaked out. So it's not full, but still not giving up yet. There we go. So yeah, that shouldn't be like that. It should be smooth because yeah, my mold is, yeah, I'm gonna need a new, at least this size, I'm gonna need a new one because that should be smooth. That should adhere or should make a smooth transition there. That's okay. It's fine. We can still trim it off and use it. So that's, we're good. I'll just have a lot more trimming than I was expecting. All right. So now one thing, this one doesn't have the overflow, and then I did go back and finish up. You can see the line already. It's not going to be smooth. It's not going to be all one color, but neither is that one, so I guess they'll match in that way. Okay. All right. Okay. There we go. Break that seal. That looks really good. There's a little bit of a transition there. It's not nearly as bad as on the pig, but... And you can't see that as bad as I thought you were going to. Huh. It's not nearly as bad as I thought. So, alright, so let me clean these up, trim them up, and we will be right back. I'm not going to make you watch me trim all these up. Okay,
We'll be
so I got
right
them
back.
cleaned up for the most part. I ended up having to get the Dremel out on this because it was, and it looks like there was a lot of, I don't know if that was flash cure or if that's just because the resin was old, because it was old. So that may be all that is, but there's a lot of bubbles in that one. This one looks better, but I've also noticed that there's, I don't know if you can tell, but it's like a soft spot still, so I don't know if that's still curing. We're gonna go with it, but it looks like it's not sticky, it's just soft, so like a baby's soft spot. But anyway, so this is what I was envisioning. So we're going to make big fat animals. So I was going to put, I'm going to fill that in with resin, UV, so that it's flat. But we're going to put the floor legs. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this so you can see what I'm talking about. I need to put it closer. So we're gonna put, yeah, because of the, like that. I don't know if you can see the legs and the little pig on front. So that's what we're gonna do. I don't know if you can see that. So that is what I'm gonna attempt to do. Like I said, make little fat animals. So I've got UV. I was going to try to do the UV resin. So we're going to do that first. If not, which I don't know why it wouldn't work, but if not, I do have glues. So first things first, I'm going to fill this in and let it start curing, because I want a flat spot to work with those feet. I ought to do this in a couple steps, but I didn't. Okay. All right. So now, question is, do I do the legs first or the face first? I guess I'll do the legs first so it's more stable. Kind of glad. I didn't really plan on the beads to be overfilled. I was just making the beads. I'm kind of glad they did, just because it makes it easier to keep them from rolling around. don't have to do this without it. Okay, let's do this. Hold on, let me go get my torch light so I can do some quick curings before I actually do the cures. I've got my torch here. So what I'm going to try to do at least, is I think I want them just a tad apart. Oops. I think that's what I want. Okay. What we're going to do, see how well this works. I don't know. I think my torch may be dying. Well, I got the 2 on. So, almost on at least. Concern is I want them to be as flat as I can. All right, let me see if I can find my other torch that isn't dead. They're not straight, but oops, I just knocked it off. Of course. Okay. Okay, well, you get the idea. So there's that. I'm going to have to, pretty sure I'm going to have to cure him some more. It definitely isn't straight. I'm probably going to knock him off again. Yep. I think that might actually be it. I think that's gonna, at least he's not tilted. All right, so I'm going to get the pig legs on, and I'll be right back. So we are back with the legs on the cow are finished. The legs on the, sorry to say duck, the pig are in the curing machine. So looks like he is leaning. I didn't quite get it straight, so I think I'm just going to put it. He's leaning just a little bit, so I'm going to put this up here. Although, actually, anyway, this is what I'm going to do. So, we are going to try some UV resin, see if I can get that to. Looks like I had a spare glitter in there. All right, here we go. looks like it's good enough for now. So that is that is my fat little cow. So now, since he's all brown, I probably will go back and paint some highlights and stuff on him. And I'm definitely going to go over the whole thing with my UV little paint bottle. So, I think I'm going to wait until that, give that another day or two to see if that's just delayed, and see if we'll get that taken care of. But I might go ahead and paint his face. So. Alright, so we'll, when the pig is finished, we'll be right back. Okay, they're finished. So I went ahead and put the head on the pig. I painted his nose, but it just didn't look right, so I took it back off. And it looks like and I did cover them with the UV resin that I paint on. So it looks like he needs another coat on his face, but other than that, he's finished, so I'll finish that. And then I went ahead and painted him. I don't know if you can see, I did do his eyes, but they're so tiny. I had to do it with a toothpick. And since that is still soft, I'm not going to coat him yet. So I'll wait until that does dry, solidify completely. I think it's fine. It just needs to finish. I think it's a little slow because it's old. But once that's finished, and I don't know if you can tell, but I remember that this all was white like this, but it's really dark. So once I get the UV on him too, that'll all brighten up and look really good. So so I'll get that taken care of, and then he will be done. So there are my little experimental fat animals, orb animals, whatever. I don't think they have a name because I just kind of wanted to try to do it. I might go ahead and try the sheep now. Might be kind of cute. I might put some maybe beads in it so it looks like wool. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But that'll be for another time. But so yeah. So let me know what you think. Let me know what is your favorite one, if you like them at all. And like, subscribe, share, help grow my channel. And thanks for showing up. And make a comment. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.